What up, guys? Another video here for today. I'm not going to do a lot of chit chat, I'll get right to the point. Today's video is about traveling cheap in Europe. So I was just in Europe in October. I went for around a month. I started in Morocco, but then I flew over to Europe and I went to a couple different countries. And people want to backpack through Europe or travel through Europe all the time. So this is just from my experience. I'll give you guys some tips that help me out. As you know, sometimes when I travel, I do a lot of luxurious traveling. So I stay at like the nicest places. And then sometimes I stay at like hostels and the cheapest places. Like I just do whatever I feel like doing at the time. So here's a cheap way to travel through Europe. Okay, number one, plan ahead. So don't try to see all the locations. So if you go to France, for example, don't try to see the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, the this and that. Just plan for certain things, because if you do that, you're gonna waste a lot of time going from place to place. Just maximize your time in a couple different locations. So plan ahead whatever you want to see. So you're gonna save a lot of time doing research while you're on vacation. So you already have an idea of where you want to go. Two, don't be scared to do layovers. So when I went to I was in Portugal, I believe, and I was going to Barcelona. I was going to Spain. The flight to Spain directly was about 400 euros, or 300 euros, 200 euros, sorry. I was thinking of dollars. Yeah, 200 euros, so like $300. But I found a cheaper flight. Guess how much? 25 euros to Barcelona, but there was a layover for 24 hours in Mallorca. Nobody even knows where that is. It's like a small island of Spain. And it was actually really beautiful. Here's a picture of me there in the beach. The water is amazing. And I got to see an extra place because I got a layover and I saved so much money. So layovers, don't be scared to do layovers, because trust me, they save you a lot of money. And when you get to Europe, the subway system is really good actually. So I advise you buy a subway pass or ticket and just travel wherever you want to go on the train. I did Uber, and that works too, depending on what time of the day and stuff like that. If you go out partying at like 2, 3 a.m. if the subway's closed. But trust me, subway saves you a lot of money and the systems are pretty good. So it's all well organized. It'll help you out a lot. Travel in the off season, because everything is usually much cheaper then. So just whatever country you're going to, look for the off season. And then if you go then, I went to the off season actually when I went to Europe, especially in Portugal, because I went to the Algarves. Kind of sucked because I wanted to see the beach, but like there was a lot of water and like a cold. It was a lot of wind and it was cold, so it kind of half the beaches were closed in Algarves or Algarve, however you pronounce it. So, but everything was cheap there, so it depends what you want to do. Buy your flights and book your Airbnbs early. The difference between booking an Airbnb today for like let's say 4 months away versus the day before, it could be like 70% difference of what the price is. Sometimes you want to go on the go, that's okay as well. So sometimes I just book a lot of places that are really cheap, and if I don't go there, I don't care, because I spend like $50 or like $40 for the spot. So it doesn't really matter if I like, let's say I like a city and I want to stay there longer, so my next destination that I already booked, I don't end up going that day I booked. Who cares? It's cheap, so you save your money. But if you book it ahead of time, you save way more money. Just a tip. And try to use cash if possible. Because ATMs, the exchange rate, depending where you're from, I'm from Canada. So when I use my card in Europe, the exchange rate is high. So each time you use your card, you're spending more and more money. So try to do that if possible. And most important tip, try to hang out with the locals, because wherever locals are is usually much cheaper than where the tourists usually are. So restaurants are cheaper, the pubs, the bars are cheaper. And you travel to these countries to meet the people from the country anyway, so why would you go and hang out with more tourists? Like for me anyway, I don't want to see tourists when I travel. So I go to like local spots that are usually much cheaper. So yeah, that's a quick list of traveling through Europe for cheap. If you want me to make another one, like, comment. If you have any more tips, leave it in the comment there. Don't forget to follow, to like, and subscribe. Have a good day, guys.